very often we don't have a lot of mystery in our lives, right? That we sort of know. So for example, I think this happens in particular when we're at home. You know that if you open this particular cabinet, you will find the cereal, right? And you know the coffee is over here, right? And the laundry detergent is in another room, right? There's no mystery. But when we leave that home and that realm of comfort, we're in control of so many things, and we go far away, we may find ourselves faced with the mystery. Well, where is, my laptop charger? It could be anywhere in the world.
Right? We know, right?
This is ambiguity, right? This is uncertainty and the unknown. And whether we realize it or not, we deal with ambiguity every day, and we're dealing with it right now because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, right? I can tell you, I just planned recently in the past few weeks a trip to Maui, right? So, obviously I didn't know, right, what was going to happen the next day, right?
That's right.
So we don't realize and we don't know that our life is full of mystery all the time, right? And so when someone says your luggage is lost, basically mystery has entered your life unexpectedly, right? And that the word lost means your luggage could be anywhere in the world. In other words, we don't know, right? So the anxious brain, right, has evolved to see ambiguity and uncertainty and the unknown as a threat and a danger, as it was at one time, right? And if we don't know what it is, we're not going to be prepared for it, right? So part of what's going on is your mind is trying to prepare for bad things that may happen. And that's okay. And that could actually be helpful. You're sort of having certain thoughts where you're trying to solve this puzzle, right? So that's one response to that mystery, right? Is to prepare for eventualities, right? So what if they don't find my luggage by the time I go to my next destination? Do I need to change my ticket, right? How can I charge my laptop, right? So these are productive thoughts that these can lead to ways of solving this puzzle, right? And so it's important to notice that those are helpful. And what can really help a lot is to pick up a pad and pencil and start to write some of these things down. And if there are questions that have answers that you can find, then these are useful thoughts, right? But then what the mind also does with a mystery is it develops narratives, right, to fill in the space. So when we don't know what's going on, we try to come up with stories about it, right? And this is part of what's so entertaining. And it's normal for the brain to try to fill in the blanks, right? Because we want to know what's the story, right?
Of course.
Those sort of things are not so helpful, right? What that's doing is creating more plot twist and more anxiety and interest, which is wonderful if you're developing a Netflix series on your lost luggage, right? That other people might want to watch, but you're not going to find it entertaining or helpful, right? So I think it's a good way to make that distinction is when we are thinking about solving a puzzle that will give us ideas of actions we can take, that's productive problem solving, right? Because you need to problem solve when you lose your luggage. You need to come up with things to do to solve this very big problem. But when you're then imagining all the other bad things that might happen or things that are, trying to guess what's going on with your luggage, you're probably going to come upon things to worry about that you really don't need to worry about, or that it's not going to help you to worry about. So I think having that in mind, am I coming up with narratives and stories, or am I coming up with possible solutions, right? So holding yourself accountable, again, it's about the outcome of that process of thought.